Did she or didn't she? Less than 24 hours after Beyonce's soaring rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner nearly stole the show at the inauguration, some of that praise has turned to backlash. Claims that Beyonce was actually lip-syncing are now setting the internet ablaze and raising the burning question, did she fake it? And if so, why should we care? ABC's David Wright went in search of answers.
Oh, say, could you see, even if you were standing where Joe Biden was? Was Beyonce really singing that rousing rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner? Or was she lip-syncing, essentially acting every note, right down to pulling out that earpiece? It's a mystery.
So far, Beyonce's camp hasn't said whether she used a lip-syncing track or not. I think that if she did, people have a right to know why.
Plenty of people on the platform noticed that during the national anthem, the band members were just pretending to play their instruments. Earlier today, the band confirmed that was so and said, flatly, Beyonce was lip-syncing. We all know Beyonce can sing. We all know the Marine Corps Band can play, the spokeswoman told ABC News. We do not know why she decided to go with the pre-recorded music at the last minute. It's standard practice for the performers to record a backup version just in case. Beyonce posted this photo from the studio on her Tumblr page. But on the day, Kelly Clarkson performed live. No lip-syncing from her.
Oh, beautiful for spacious sky.
Same for James Taylor. Even though he said later he was worried about the cold.
It's always hard for a guitar player to play when it's cold because your hands sort of stiffen up. You know, I was very relieved to have gotten through it without any major train wrecks.
The only train wreck was the implication Beyonce was faking it, and everyone seemed to have an opinion. But from the key players today, icy silence. No comment from Beyonce, no comment from the inaugural organizers, no comment from the White House. And late in the day, the Marine Corps Band changed its tune, a higher-ranking spokesman saying, this time, no one in the Marine Band is in a position to assess whether her performance was live or pre-recorded. Semper Fi, the Marines fell on their swords.
To me, it was her voice, it was her singing. Whether she did it live or she had done it previously in a recording studio really doesn't matter.
Lip-syncing is an art in itself. Yes, it looks easy, but miss one beat and it's going to look totally fake. If she did lip-sync the anthem, she's in good company. One of the most famous renditions, Whitney Houston at Super Bowl 25, was lip-synced too. Some people are speculating Beyonce was actually using something called a backing track. In big venues and unpredictable conditions, singers often use it to guide a live performance, a version they hear in their earpiece so they can sing along. Why hasn't she said one way or the other?
Because my guess is they probably did have a pre-recorded track in the back, and to try and explain that and break it down, it almost sounds like she's making an excuse.
The track, recorded in a studio, can sound a lot more polished than what's coming out on stage. Isolating a singer's live mic can be cruel sport in the YouTube era. These are supposedly clips of Britney Spears in Las Vegas.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
Of course, an inauguration is no mere performance.
The President of the United States.
This is a national ritual.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
An occasion built around a president's solemn promise. This is supposed to be history, not showbiz. But history is rarely perfect.
That here I bring is about... I'm not having a good light here, Todd.
At JFK's inauguration, Robert Frost recited the wrong poem because it was too bright for him to read the one he had written. 4 years ago, it was so cold that Itzhak Perlman had to play air violin. Yo-Yo Ma finger-synced on the cello. But no one made a big fuss.
I think that, shockingly, the internet is more interested in Beyonce than Yo-Yo Ma.
4 years ago, Aretha Franklin's voice cracked in the cold. Tonight, she said of Beyonce, "I thought she did a beautiful job with the pre-record. Next time, I'll probably do the same." But vocal coach Deborah Bird says Beyonce did right by the history books.
Let's say she was having a vocal problem of any kind. If she flubbed it, it would be history in a negative way.
When it comes right down to it, the event itself was a piece of showmanship. The president had already taken the constitutionally required oath of office on Sunday.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
The day specified in the 20th Amendment. All of this was one big show.
The secret in Washington and in Hollywood is it's supposed to all look spontaneous. But trust me, it's not. It's extraordinarily well choreographed.
And whether she lip-synced or not, Beyonce may well have stolen the show.
And the home of the
I'm David Wright for Nightline in Hollywood.